This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm definitely cursed now, and I've seen Trash Humpers, a weird experimental sort of horror drama and mockumentary from 2009, directed by Korine. It's completely without a narrative, instead presenting the depraved lives of four geriatrics living out in Tennessee, which is a detail that doesn't really matter, but if you look at this movie, it makes sense. With nothing to their names but the clothes on their back and a video camera, the group spends their days and nights engaged in immoral behavior, from basic acts of property destruction to harassing others, at a few points delving into outright criminal acts of violence and murder. Along the way, we get to see some of the other weird and abhorrent members of this microcosm of rural society, but besides that, there really isn't much else here. That's not necessarily a point against the film, mind you. It's entirely by design that there is no straightforward narrative, letting the characters be completely defined by what they do and say, rather than anything more subtle or introspective. It certainly makes for a rather raw experience, dropping you in the middle of scenes with no context, and even in spite of the straightforward nature of whatever might be happening, you still could struggle to make sense of it. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up, but other times you'll have no idea what's going on even after it ends. Overall, it's a bit of a voyeuristic experience, though more in the sense of watching a train wreck where you can't turn your eyes away no matter what's happening. It's also literally voyeuristic, thanks to how it's all from the point of view of the camera watching these events, putting you in the shoes, or, well, the hands of the people engaging in these acts, helpless to do anything but react to whatever's going on. Naturally, that's where the horror aspects come into play, based almost entirely on the premise of a bunch of old people who move too quickly for comfort, spending their days somewhere between being menacing and being an actual danger to others. Those others are also where the more dramatic elements show up, giving the film a bit of downtime by way of monologues, dialogues, and other bits of life outside of the main group. Their relatively calmer lives are certainly a contrast, but in a way illustrative of a sentiment that one of the seniors makes near the end of the movie regarding personal freedoms. It's really the only scene that has something resembling character depth or development, but it does put everything that's occurred in a bit of a new light, though it's more of a dim street light than anything. Metaphor aside, it's an image that goes hand in hand with the actual visual aspect of the film. Again, this whole movie is from the literal point of view of a video camera that the main group have with them, and with it comes an unrefined presentation that's as scratchy and nauseating as everything going on in those tapes. It's a wholly realistic experience thanks to the handheld camera work, and it's heightened further by the editing, treating the footage as if it were some home movie being cut together in a VCR or within the camera as they were shooting. It's equally as jarring as anything else about the production, but it's still something that adds to the film and its pseudo-realism. It all comes together in a way that looks within the shadows of society and brings out the sort of potential for evil within people, making it as real as possible, but doing so in a way which showcases the other mysteries that these people might hold, in a way demystifying them and making them more human than they let off. At least that's how I see it. Trash Humpers, Korine, 2009. 4 stars. I'd recommend giving this a watch. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. Also, you may or may not have noticed how I said nothing about the title. This was intentional, because I don't think I needed to say anything about it after talking about the film. That said, there is a good amount of trash humping in this movie, and a couple of other things get humped as well. These are the calmer moments of the film.